Oh, never mind. I feel like, ew.
It just doesn't like you. Oh.
Yeah, all-time. Who's Duck? Okay, shot at Duck. That makes sense. That makes sense. Last 6 months. One clutch win. You let me win one?
Yeah, because you played Sonic. And I forgot how to play against Sonic.
Let's go, Rave. That's my go. Cheeky taunt off rip. Also, shout out to Mr. Dracovish using the best Steve ult in the game. Technically not even Steve, it's Alex.
Okay, Steve has really good ults in this game.
Oh, amazing.
Like, they are some fantastic ults. Doorstop Winter Short's going to Game 5, by the way, just on side stream. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. Hot set on side stream on Quaggles Z.
Game 5 juicer.
However, we are not Quaggles Z. We are Mr. Fish Rave on Game Arena Co.
Ooh, great parry. Going to be able to find the Nair there. Not quite going to be able to follow up from there, but both players at pretty even percent. Not doing a great job of preventing the mine here, but Dracovish trying to get in, play a little bit aggressive, so it doesn't really matter, you know? People have been arguing about this since the dawn of time. Ness has a sword, meaning he does well into Steve.
No.
Yeah, he does have a sword.
But he doesn't do well into Steve.
Oh, okay. Well, he does have a sword. And I'm glad we agree there. PK Fire's coming out here, just kind of
the matchup is at least not even. Thus, Syrup does not go Ness into other Steve players.
You know what? Fair enough. Only truly
and I can only imagine that you have to be in a pretty bad situation to willingly play the Steve Ditto.
Well, no, I would play the Steve Ditto.
You're insane.
That sounds fun.
There's like someone built you incorrectly.
Well, we've been knowing that. Anyways,
precisely. Okay.
Pretty even right now, but Mr. Dracovish does have Diamond possible to craft, likely saving it for the next stock. PK Fire's coming out, dash attack, looking for a stray hit to send Dracovish off stage. Not quite going to be able to find it. Going for the grab, unfortunately, not recognizing the up smash came out in time.
I mean, okay. So,
ooh, up smash going to be able to catch.
Let's go, Rave. This might be Rave's big breakout tournament here.
That's what I'm saying. He needs it.
I will know. I do just want to say. I think these two players are they're not freestyle players at all. These are not freestyle players. These two players, I feel like they have their game plan and they execute their game plan, and they their objective as players, like the way that they play, is to execute their game plan so well that their opponent can't beat it.
I was gonna say, both players kind of having an agenda. The Rave agenda being PK Fire and spacing out with the aerials. The Dracovish agenda being just playing a little bit aggressive, mixing in attacks whenever you try and get into his space.
I mean, so the Dracovish, the Mr. Fish agenda, right? That's like with punishing with up tilt, getting 1,000,000,000%, and then getting like some really odd read with like a minecart or a back air or any of Steve's 3,000 kill options. And the Rave agenda is, I will PK Fire, and then I will go up to you, and I will do a falling aerial into a rising aerial into a double jump rising aerial.
Sunny Dog agenda. Shout out to that.
And I think this matchup is really just going to be whoever is more familiar with the other person's agenda.
Right, we know.
More so than who's playing super hot, who's getting more reads. It's just who here knows what the other person is knows what their game plan is. And once they figure it out, I think it's going to be very bad. If both of them know the game plan, I have no idea how this is going to go. Right. I think they will, by game 3, I think that they just start blowing each other up. Because
Ness is a kid. He's not going to have a lot of voice so far, but he's able to influence his opponent. Again, bringing back that agenda, forcing Dracovish to play the way he wants.
I do also fear, this is not evident from the percent right now, right? But I do think that the Rave agenda is on paper going to beat the Mr. Fish agenda. I do think, unfortunately, in this situation... Oh!
Getting murdered at the side of ledge, Mr. Dracovish.
Oh my goodness. Ah! I can't speak.
That should be illegal, but again, the Dracovish agenda.
We need to arrest Mr. Fish for that one.
Mr. Fish, you're under arrest.
Kieran took Rave out back and shot him in the back of the head 5 times to make sure. Jesus.
5 times? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Sorry, I'm looking at people's notes. I'm nosy. So
We
Miami
know.
has like a Smash channel where like each of the members can like write their own notes, and I'm really nosy and like reading through them. For example, Pandora recently posted some notes, and I'm reading through hers at the moment as we speak.
Now, I will say, like, on paper, I feel like the Rave agenda would beat the Mr. Fish agenda, because Mr. Fish is like, you know, not necessarily, he's not an aggressive Steve, but he is like a, once I start clicking buttons, I don't stop clicking buttons. And Ness is a character who does that, but it's Ness, so it's better.
A lot safer.
like Ness's moves out of that situation are like so much safer, even against Steve. But I do think that, like, you know, I don't know if Rave is used to this kind of Steve player, because Lunar and Fish play very differently, and I think Mr. Fish is very ready for this Ness player like that, because, you know,
there are a lot of Lucases nearby.
I was going to say that Ness players like all play almost identical to each other, because the character really only has like 2 ways to play the game.
Yeah, that too, but we don't talk about that.
Character's not good.
Character is not amazing.
Yeah.
But PK Fire, trying to see what they can get started.
And I mean, Mr. Fish already like really exploiting that recovery, which when you play the Ness matchup, you know how to do that.
Looking for a few back airs right here. Being down a stock already right off rip is so difficult, especially considering that Mr. Fish now has Diamond online. Be able to get that spike. Looking for the up smash, not quite going to be able to hit it. Unfortunate.
This makes me like, you know, I want to like just commentate and like, you know, be. I mean obviously, true. Like, you know, I don't want to be biased. I'm obviously a little biased because of Miami, but like, yeah. I don't want to be like too biased. At the same time, this hurts my soul because I feel like I've coached Rave through so many matchups, and I just want to yell at him, man.
You're seeing a lot of habits that we've talked about.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of habits that I've specifically told him not to do, and the VOD review in me's coming out, and he just got back here to 80 and died.
I didn't know you guys had coaching sessions together.
Not coaching sessions, but we play a lot, and when we do, we typically talk about like review and
right.
You know, like certain game plans and stuff. And I have specifically told him to mix up the, you know, short hop back air into like a double jump back air with like anything else. But as you see, he did rising back air into double jump rising back air.
I mean, if
and then he lost his jump, and then he like died like seconds after because he's not getting an opening.
Well, this is going to be game 3 right here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping to see at least like 1 game taken, but this is going to be like a really bad combo unless you can't do the block placement.
Absolutely. Ness trying to find a PK Fire in the moment. Not quite going to be able to hit anything, though.
That block?
You do realize stream can still hear you, right? It's just a little bit quieter.
Okay, well, at least they have to try to hear me.
They have to try it. True, true. As every good commentator does, revealing their true thoughts, but only in secret.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, not pretend that Steve is a carry?
Whoa, whoa. That's the Ohio.
Bro, he's top 1 and not close.
It's pretty close with Sonic.
Are you kidding me?
No. I think Sonic's potentially top 1. Anyways, our own agendas aside, up smash going to be able to take the stock. Unfortunate up B recovery.
If he had done it just like a moment sooner.
Yeah.
I loved that idea. That was probably like the first time I've seen Rave like do a freestyle option in like ever. And I'm so sad it didn't work because he was so right on everything but the timing.
Rave is
that's the most important thing.
Rave is secretly a free thinker. Ooh, finding that out.
He's secretly a down smasher. It's actually not a secret. You can say it right there. Why would you challenge Steve on ledge or on platform with invincibility?
Wow, because he's going to be able to get 25 this next interaction. Find another one, not quite.
You know, I really like how Rave. I do not like.
Ooh, gonna get caught by back air.
I don't like using his double jump early, but I do like how Rave, you know, backed off the moment he saw Steve was in a corner and like he whiffed a move. Because Steve's obviously going to look for a reversal option off of grab, especially if there's a block behind him. So I'm glad that Rave acknowledges that and just decided, I will not interact with you. You're trying to kill me at 20.
You are trying to end my career. I am not interested in having that happen. I'm instead going to...
I'd like to be employed.
Yeah, gotta find
that was a bad magnet. I mean, there's nothing else I can say about that. That was...
Yeah.
Why would you do that, bro?
Tough magnet. Tough luck. Ooh, gonna get caught by the minecart.
I mean, he kind of just went through like his pocket and just didn't really. I feel like he needs to be way more reactionary against Steve, and he doesn't play reactionary. Again, he's not playing reactionary against Mr. Fish. I mean, when he does like that, like he almost takes the stock.
Right.
And like in a perfect world, he did there. But like, when he's doing this stuff like I'm going to jump from ledge and I'm going to PK magnet, or I'm going to rising aerial into another rising aerial into a falling aerial, like that's not going to work. Right. Big fan of that though. Very big fan of PK fire confirm into up air.
Mr. Dracovish using a lot of his gold to craft gold tools here. Only gonna have 1 or 2 more.
I've got to say, I'm like a huge fan of...
my third minecart. Good things happen in threes, I guess.
For a lack of... I mean, it's minecart. For a lack of better terms, I'm a big fan of the Rave, like... I'm gonna play like a little bitch.
Oh my, you're so mean to him.
No. He should be doing that.
Actually, you're mean.
We've all been saying this. Start spamming PK fire. Okay, play like people hate you. It'll work. It'll work because he doesn't usually do that.
Lava coming down. Wave just getting a little bit of a recovery here, trying to recover, see what he can do. PK Fire is coming out. Is Steve going to be able to craft time, throwing out a minecart, placing these blocks. F-Smash here. And that is going to be a 3-0.
This character cheats.
Mr. Dracovish. So,
this character super cheats.
I'm so glad everyone is